Another diet we hear an awful lot about is the gluten-free diet. Carla, I have a great friend of mine, their young daughter has a condition where she cannot have any gluten in her diet. And what I have always looked at is I see it and I understand it, but it seems to me, again, as somebody just looking from the outside, that there's a whole lot of nutrients missing here in this diet. So are they indeed missing, and how do you make up for it if you want to use a gluten-free diet?
There can be. I mean, most of our minerals that we get from whole grains are found in wheat-containing products. That's just because that's the majority of the grains that we're consuming. So think of your pasta, your rice, pasta and breads. Those are the ones that we think of most commonly that contain gluten. And if we eat gluten-free, a lot of times they can be missing some of the minerals that we need. However, I'll say that within the last even 10 years, a lot of new products have come in the market that have added these vitamins and minerals back into them, so we don't see those deficiencies as much. But the first thing that I like to question people is, what is gluten? Do you even know? A lot of people will tell me, I'm doing a gluten-free diet for weight loss or for medical need. Like, it sounds like the girl that you mentioned, she has a medical necessity. She's intolerant or allergic to gluten. And so with that, I'll just tell them, what is gluten? So you really know that you're not eating it if you need to avoid it. Gluten is really a protein found in wheat. So any product that contains wheat, barley, or rye, those are the three main grains that contain it, those have gluten. And gluten is what makes basically your bread chewy, your pasta chewy. That's the property that it gives it. And so for some people, their bodies will attack itself in the presence of gluten. So that's why medical necessity exists, where they have to completely avoid, that's the only cure, or treatment for this condition, celiac disease or gluten intolerance. That's what it's called.
Which is what she has, celiac.
Exactly. So for these people, just particle of gluten can trigger a whole cascade of responses in the body, immune responses, where it affects them negatively. So for a lot of kids, actually what we see is that they don't gain weight properly, they don't grow properly, they don't, their hair, their texture is, it's compromised because they're not getting the nutrients that they need. Their intestine is not absorbing the vitamins and minerals that they need.